Hey you guys, it's Peter and welcome to my channel. Peter! That's me. Boom, 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 boom. Bam, 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 bam. Review stuff. And I'm back for another review video. And I did not plan to review this today. This is kind of a spur of the moment thing. And I actually had a whole setup that I was going to do outside on the front porch. I was going to review the Aussie Bites that I got at Fresh Time a couple days ago. But I got sent these, okay? And so I wanted to show you guys what I got sent because they are so, so cool. And I think the person that sent them to me is the person that owns the company. So I just did a whole video where I did a PO unboxing. So I got these in my PO box, right? Now y'all know I am the candle reviewer of the world, okay? You know I'm a candle reviewer all day long. And so I got these two candles. Hold on a second. I am so in love with these candles that I turned the camera off. My husband's on his way home and I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to turn around and I'm going to do this review video because I think there are so many people that would love these candles because so many people that watch my videos love Stevie Nicks. They love Fleetwood Mac just the way that I do, right? And so I was like, I'm just going to turn around and I'm going to make this video because I just went through reading all this on my Peter Does Stuff channel. But when I showed it in the PO, for the PO box, but this is so cool. So the brand is called Shy Wolf, okay? And Karen is who sent them to me. So I want to say thank you, Karen. I think she's the owner of Shy Wolf because my husband received a DM. He sent it to me, and it was about this woman that owned a company that all of her products, her candles, come from like Fleetwood Mac and Stevie Nicks stuff, right? And then I said, just tell her to email me. And so she emailed me, and I thought I responded, but I guess I didn't. So she sent these to me. And I have to be honest with you, I didn't really know what to expect when I pulled them out of the box. I was blown away, okay? So this candle is called Edge of 17, and this candle is called Gold Dust Woman, right? And they're both by, like I said, by Shy Wolf. So I'm going to go through each of these, but you guys have to wait and listen, okay? Because what they write, what she has written, or the owner, or whoever this is, on these boxes, and the intimate details of each candle is like so incredible. These, for anybody out there that loves Stevie Nicks or Fleetwood Mac, these would be the most amazing gifts, okay? I'm like so in love with this. Is my phone up here? Oh, my phone's downstairs, so I don't know how much these are, but I'll look it up. I'll link the site below as well. So this is a Shy Wolf Edge of 17. Okay, and on here it says sweet orange, patchouli, and lemongrass, right? And then on one side it says seek light, find soul. And on the back here, there's a guitar, okay? But on the back is where it has, like, what it tells all about it. So I want to read this to you, okay? Smells like the electric energy of getting ready for a night out in the city with slightly sweet, yet sophisticated notes of lemongrass, orange, and patchouli. You eliminate your lingering social anxiety and ignite your confidence by turning up Stevie Nicks and immersing yourself in her mix of sheer power and vulnerability. Clad in your favorite velvet jumpsuit, you howl along to the melodies that define your spirit. With a name inspired by the duality that lives within us all, at Shy Wolf, we believe the small pause that lighting your candle brings is worth honoring, how a small action brings forth a steady, warm light. With fragrance blends as diverse as the folks who burn them, our candles were made for both quiet, sacred moments alone and cozy gatherings with the ones you love most. Okay, I love this. Whoever wrote this is unbelievable. I mean, and the next one, let me just tell you, is like even better. Okay, and it says, hand-poured in Grey Highlands, Ontario. Now, what's really cool about this is when you open it, okay, it has lyrics from the song. So this one is Edge of 17. So when you open it, it has lyrics on the candle. And so this one says, just like the white-winged dove sings a song, sounds like she's... Y'all know I just went and saw Stevie Nicks last week, right? You know I went and saw Stevie... She sang this at her concert. Okay, so I'm like, I was like, oh my God. So here's the candle, okay? The boxes are just as fantastic as the candle, in all honesty. So here's the candle that you get, right? Beautiful candle. And I know you're supposed to like just smell it like this, but I smelled it all the way. Now, I will tell you, I don't, like I said in the last one, I don't really smell the, I mean, this is beautiful. It says Shy Wolf, Edge of 17, sweet orange, patchouli, lemongrass, 8-ounce soy candle, hand poured in Grey Highlands, Ontario. And this is what it looks like in the wick. It's like a 50% patchouli, 50%, what do you call it, orange. I don't smell the lemongrass in there, but the lemongrass might be what cuts down the patchouli for being overwhelming. My mother loved the smell of patchouli oil, okay? If you've ever heard the story, I'm like, this is supposed to be a funny review, but anyway, when my mom passed away, there were some wishes that she had. She wanted to be married. She wanted to be married before, again, she wanted to get married one time before she died again, but she didn't. But she wanted to be buried in this dress that she had bought in the Haight-Ashbury in the 60s. It was this black dress from India that had beads on it. She wanted a flower garland in her hair because she had this prayer book that she had ever since she was a little girl that had these girls dancing around saying this prayer, and they had these flower garlands in her hair. So she wanted a flower garland in her hair, and she wanted to be buried with patchouli oil on. Well, the funeral home wouldn't put patchouli oil on because they said it was too strong. So the tube that I gave them, which was my mom's tube of patchouli oil, they just like put like alongside her arm or whatever, but that was enough. That was fine. My mom loved patchouli oil. She also wanted a lone guitar singing Moon River, because Breakfast at Tiffany's was one of her favorite movies. She wanted a lone guitar singing or playing and singing Moon River with everybody singing it at her gravesite. And she got all of it. She got all of it. This is fantastic. Oh my God, I love this so much. Okay, so this one is called Rock On Gold Dust Woman. I love this so much. Okay. Shy Wolf, Gold Dust Woman, Incense, Nag Champa, Nutmeg. Okay, now I have to tell you, and it says on the back here, Seek Light, Find Soul, and then it has a picture of this like woman on the moon. Okay, so here's the deal, and I told this in my Peter Does Stuff video, but back in the day, okay, because I said what it smells like. Back in the day, I loved Nag Champa incense that comes in the blue box. I used to buy it at this place called the Good Earth here in Broad Ripple, Indianapolis. And Broad Ripple is like an artsy area of Indianapolis. And I used to buy this incense and I would burn it all the time in my apartment. I had this art teacher, this painting class, drawing. I took drawing one semester and painting the second semester. I was horrible, okay? I'm not a drawer. I'm not a painter or any of that kind of stuff. But I took this class because I wanted to be. I thought I was going to be an artist of the world. I did. I used to, through the snow, through 4 parking lots with my best friend. I used to have like a cigarette in one hand, a cup of coffee and a cigarette in one hand. I carry this huge portfolio. If you ever took an art class, you know what I'm talking about. But I had this amazing professor. She profoundly impacted me in so many ways. Her name was Suzanne, and I always think of that song by Judy Collins, Suzanne, and the Leonard Cohen song, because she had long red hair, and she was very much a hippie, and she was probably 45 or 50 at the time, and, you know, I was like 18, 19 years old, and it was my first semester, my first year of college, and I just loved her so much, and I just admired her, and she had us do this book called Drawing on the Left Side of the Brain, and it was about, like, how our right mind and our left brain, of our brains work together, and she just was so insightful about things. I even remember she told us, like, you should never do the Ouija board because, like, if spirits come to you, spirits will come to you on their own. Like, you don't have to invite them in. And so she was like, you should never do the Ouija board. You should never do seances and stuff like that. And I was like, oh my God, I've done the Ouija board so many times with my friends. I didn't know I wasn't supposed to be doing it. But anyway, she said, you never do the Ouija board. She would always talk to us about spirits and all this kind of stuff. She was so, like, I thought she was, like, so cool. She was so in touch with the world. And so that second semester when we were done, me and 2 other girls that got to be, and I saw one of the other girls, like, a year ago at Best Buy. I ran into her. It was so weird seeing her after, like, I mean, what, 30 years or something? And that was before I got sober. So anyway, after that second semester, she lived in what's called the Blue House on Talbot Street, which was this very artsy street, right? And she lived in the basement. And I remember that we went over there, and she invited us for tea. Who invites anybody for tea? She invited us over there for tea, and she had all, like, each tea, like, set was, like, completely different. Like, cup and saucer was completely different that she got, like, at thrift stores and stuff. She always wore these long hippy dippy dresses from, like, you know, San Francisco and stuff like that. She had this long hair. I loved her so much. These cool glasses. Anyway, I think she has since passed away. She was so phenomenal, and she impacted me in such a powerful level, and just allowed me to, like, accepted me for who I was, and it just loved me for who I was. And she was like one of the very first teacher figures that I ever had like that just like empowered me, right? And I remember we went down, because she lived in the basement with like 8 other people that lived in this house. They all had like a room, and she lived in the basement. And her bedroom was made by like all these different hanging like hippie tapestries. You know what I'm talking about? And then she had like a record player, and she was playing like the concert for Bangladesh, which my mom loved. And she had all these pictures up. I can't remember the guy's name, and it's like that guy that all those hippies followed, like the Maharishi Maghshoggi Yogi or whatever. She had all these pictures framed. It's exactly what you'd think. It was like, you know, like when people put them pictures up on Instagram today of like the beds with the pillows and the lights all around it. She did that, but that was like her real bedroom. It wasn't like she was trying to be nothing. But anyway, she had all this Nag Champa incense burning. And so when I smelled this candle, Edge of 17, was this Edge of 17? Or wait, no, when I smelled this candle, Gold Dust Woman, I was like, oh my God, that reminds me of Suzanne's apartment. It's exactly what it smells like. But let me read you the back of it first, because this is so cool what it says in the back here. My husband just got home. I heard him take Boo Radley out the back door. Okay, it says, this is so fantastic. I love this. Smells like a midnight moment surrounded by the ethereal haze of incense, while the familiar mystical melodies of your scratched Rumors, Fleetwood Mac Rumors, record fill the air. Sultry notes of Nag Champa and nutmeg dance around you as you delve into your birth chart, creating an atmosphere of pure magic and intrigue. And that, just reading that, just took me back to that moment when I was like 19, 20 years old, and just feeling like I could do anything in the world. I could be an artist, I could be a poet, I could do anything. And I was reading all this great literature that summer. I was reading like Hemingway and Fitzgerald, and, you know, going to little art galleries and museums. God, that was such a fun summer, you know, and I just like, that takes me back to that. So thank you so much, Karen, for that memory of sending me these candles. This candle is a mix between Nag Champa and nutmeg and incense, but it smells like it's not too strong on the Nag Champa, I have to tell you. It smells like half Nag Champa, half nutmeg. You can really smell the nutmeg now that I smell it more. But I am definitely going to be burning these tonight while I am while I am playing well, I can't play my albums because I haven't put my new needle back on the album, but I will be listening to Fleetwood Mac and Stevie Nicks tonight while I'm burning these candles. This was so sweet. Thank you so much. Anyway, I'm going to give a 10 out of 10, obviously, to these candles. Why wouldn't you? I love them so much. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. This was such a great gift from Karen. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.